Hey y'all, this is Uncle Dan. I have this is going to be a short video where I read an article that I have that I found. It's a photocopy. It looks like out of a book because there is a page number 21 at the bottom. And I'm not sure where I got this. Someone provided this to me years ago, I guess. And to, you know, most people out there, it's not going to be of interest, but this is something when I read it, the people who are interested will be able to know who to uh, post it, repost it, or share it with others that are interested in this. But I want to at least show it to anybody that may be looking for this information. It's about a man. His name is Matthew H. Cox, and because this is a very public video, it could be shared all over the world. I will not tell you who he is in relation to me. Many of y'all will know. But anyway, and just out of respect to those who are maybe related to this fella, I didn't want to mention any of that relevant information as well for that reason. So here I'm going to read this, and I'll show you a picture and of him and a picture of a residence. So anyway, here we go. This is the residence, and many of y'all would recognize this place. And here is the fellow, and I'm going to read the article. This is on a single page, number 21, I guess, out of a book. And it looks like he's standing beside a box car, and he's got the thigh portion of his pants look like they've been soiled, as though he was wiping them, maybe working on something. Anyway, here's the article. Here at the bottom it says Big Math Cox, early 1920s. Excuse me. And here it is from 1889 to 1963. Matthew H. Cox was commonly known as Big Math, mainly because he was 6 feet and 4 inches tall, but also to distinguish him from his cousin and nephew of the same name. Besides being big and tall, Math had very big hands. Math, like his older brother Lee Cox, became well known as a man of enormous strength. From his youth, Math liked to wrestle and box. In those days, wrestling and fisticuffs were considered recreational sports. There was always someone challenging Big Math, and Big Math was always welcomed the challenge. Math was working with the Hebbard Cypress Company in the early 1920s when he fought a professional wrestler called Bulldog Wilson. It was advertised that Mr. Wilson could lift 1,300 pounds. The match took place in Hebbardville before a large group of spectators. The contest had hardly begun when Math realized that his opponent's body was greased. Math couldn't get a grip on him. Bulldog finally threw Math to the floor. It looked as though the professional was about to whoop the swamper. But Math suddenly realized that his opponent's feet were not greased. He grabbed hold of one of Wilson's feet with his big hands and with a vice-like grip began twisting it. It was only seconds before Bulldog began begging Math to turn loose. Big Math was declared the winner. Shortly after the match, Math learned he had broken the professional's foot. Later in the life, Math worked for the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad. Many of his fellow workers attested to seeing him lift the axle and wheels of a railroad car. In his early days with the railroad, Math enjoyed boxing at the YMCA. But the railroad insisted that he stop boxing when he got some of ribs broken in the bout. Math worked with the ACL Railroad until retirement. Those who remember him still refer to him as Big Math Cox. And I'll get as still pictures you want. If anybody wants to copy, anybody might be interested, probably relatives or old friends of Mr. Big Math Cox. And here's the residence some people will recognize. I'm not going to disclose the location out of respect to those who are related. So anyway, hope you enjoy this. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.